It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Adam Troutman. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Wizards and the Bulls on Thursday night.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for visiting Virginia Beach, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 74 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On play action. Love to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be let out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Stroud. He'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. But you look at this defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 1. Stroud to throw it. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Now Stroud. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
At the 7-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Wizards go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bulls offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. But you look at this defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Love from the gun. And it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
At the 13-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. And trouble trying the middle here. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Hines now on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing. Love. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. Here's Love. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down,
Barkley, inside handoff. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Caught by Woods. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Barkley again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Barkley, here's Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulls are an extra point away from drawing level. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Orlando takes back over on offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Stroud looking to throw. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does, to the tune of a 1st down.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Stroud. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 55 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Powering his way forward. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fights him off. Hill shedding the tackle. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Wizards offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion. Love. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. A pass complete to Odunze. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2 yards to go. 2nd down. Now Love. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. That is caught. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Prater's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's Stroud. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud out of the gun here. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to kick it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Love going to give it up on a touch pass. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Love now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Now Stroud. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action. Love to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Second down and a yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Throwing, Love. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Prater's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion right goes Johnson. As Stroud now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 65 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Love. That went out wide and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a slant to Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A 31-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Love. Fighting through pressure. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Love from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. To throw now, here's Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Going back to Love. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the decision there at the end. They had the potential game-time field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question more forcefully than the person who signs the checks for the entire organization. Why didn't you run the field goal kicker out there? You had a chance to tie the game. Looked like a makeable kick. Was the kicker hurt? Did you just not like the field conditions? This head coach is going to have a heck of an explanation.
So for Orlando, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.
Meanwhile, for Virginia Beach,
it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got CeeDee Lamb. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Steamers and the Bisons under the lights on Sunday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Great to have you with us for this primetime battle. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you under the lights. We'll be putting in the spotlight the running backs. These are two teams, Greg, with backs who can tote it and carry it and make guys miss. They're going to give us a fun old-school game on the ground here tonight.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, Mike, because, I mean, how many of these games have you and I done where we start out saying, all right, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver, these two electric passing games, that's how these offenses are built. But now...
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. They get 19 on that pass play. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On play action, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get forward for a couple. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu from the secondary on the stop. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 2nd down and 8. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up. Throwing is Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
This has been a solid opening drive, knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To the air again, Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. Now a timeout for injury. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. A tight end in motion now. They'll run with Jacobs. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Steamer. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steamers will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
When you take a quick look at the box score, you'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. On play action, it's Jones. He finds the big tight end. That's Gerald Everett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Jones. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Now going to get a stoppage, injured player. Oh, it's C.D. Lamb who is shaken up. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now, Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. A gain there of 24 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Completing this one to Downs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Rock right. Touchdown, Steamer. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Steamers will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here's Boston Scott to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bison's offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Jones. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And an Oklahoma City 1st down.
Dotson, the man in motion. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 14-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Dotson, the man in motion. Shotgun now for Jones. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The man in motion is Burks. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. They'll put Everett in motion here. From the gun, it's Jones. He's got his big target, Everett. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Cooper going in motion. Now, Jones. He's got a man. That's Traylon Burks.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Dotson, the man in motion. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Jones. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And 4th down is coming up.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield. And that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bisons get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steamers offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Here's Jacobs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The tight end Moore in motion. Once again, it's Jacobs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. The tight end Moore in motion. Now Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up 1st.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yards.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Bison's offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 6. Cooper going in motion. Throwing, Jones. That's caught left side by Cooper. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This one to his big tight end, Uzama. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down. Hurts again. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. Now this offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Again, Hurts. That is caught side of the end zone. Devontae Turpin, touchdown steamer. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll put Everett in motion here. Jones now on first down. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. Moore going in motion. Jones to throw on second down. To the left side into the hands of Moore.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Again, it's Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Jones to the air again. That's caught down the field is Burks. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Again, they'll throw with Jones. To the outside, a catch made by Moore.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Bisons are back within 2 scores.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin right here in the city beautiful, Orlando, Florida. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. C.J. Stroud leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback. That's Jalen Hurts. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Boston Scott. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bison's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Dotson, the man in motion. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. First and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. To throw, it's Jones. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his man. That's down. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught on the right side by Sutton.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Here now, second down and goal. They'll fake the give. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Third and goal for Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Hurts Beamer. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Mobile's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
We've got an injury on the field. Oh, it's Daniel Jones, no stranger to being injured. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Wentz. Taking off. They'll pick up 23 on that one. And that will be a first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. He'll get this out wide. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Moore going in motion. Throwing is Wentz. That's complete to Moore on the right side. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The tight end motioning left here. They run once more with McCaffrey. A dive, and he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Bisons. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steamers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. We'll take you back to earlier and some highlights in this one. He had success throwing it, but also success running it, including that rushing touchdown. He has been the unquestioned leader of this offense on the field today. On play action, Hurts. High throw, but it's reeled in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. That complete to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He runs with it. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Completing this one to Downs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He keeps it. He is in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown Steamers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Steamers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if he gets the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Shotgun now for Jones. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jones. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll put Everett in motion here. On first down, Jones. That's caught. It's Amari. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up here, first and 10. Cooper going in motion. On first and 10, here's Jones. That's to Cooper again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. He'll tuck it and take off.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, headed in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Hurts. Going to keep it on the option. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
On second down, Jacobs. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this forward to the 26.
Deron King on the stop. A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, here comes the lefty punter, Jamie Gillen. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with first and 10. Throwing, Jones. That's caught left side by Cooper. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Everett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Again, they'll throw with Jones. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And with an open date on the schedule next week, they'll be able to savor this one for a while. rest up, and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night.
You can be the stars, you can be the stars for me. Show me that you love me like the sky so I can see. Tell me something I don't know, take me where I never go. I wanna know what it'd be like to disappear for a night. You could be the stars, you could be the stars for me. Show me that you love me, let the sky so I can see. You could be the stars, you could be the stars for me. Show me that you love me, let the sky so I can see. Waste your nights in bars, but save the last drink for me. Untouchable and shining fire, you scatter like the galaxies. You call me up when it gets late again, like I'm supposed to know where you've been. Oh, but it doesn't work that way, no matter what you say. Until the end. You can be the stars, you can be the stars for me. Show me that you love me, like the stars so I can see. You can be the stars, you can be the stars for me. Oh, yeah. Show me that you love me, like the stars so I can see.
It's week 11 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Trey Benson. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Caps and the Desperados on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go in Monday Night Prime Time. He stopped on the return at the 27. So at comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Quick slant taken in by Nacua. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He tucks it and takes off. And he gets this forward to the 19. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. A give now to Benson. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Benson once more. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Has the touchdown! The Caps finish up an excellent opening series. Trey Benson, the touchdown! And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Caps will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 12th-year pro from West Virginia, Geno Smith.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
To the sideline and secured by London. They'll get 18 yards there. And that gives them the 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He's throwing deep. Brought in inside the 20. And that is a touchdown. The Desperados finish off their opening drive. Drake London with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Desperados start off well to tie things 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Caps and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Benson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Back now, pressure on its way. This reeled in by Benson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Benson on 1st and 10. Broke through the tackle. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle. Give him 5 on that carry. Bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake here. His pass caught by Nakua. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Working inside the red zone. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Caps take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Sanders all set to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Desperados back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. Smith on 1st down. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3. He's got Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 14-7 game. More coming up after this quick break. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 48. Escapes the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down. From the gun, they go with Harris. Room to run inside the 20. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. The Desperados can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Caps to Trey Benson back out on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He gets this one to Nakua. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 2nd and 3 now. Now an inside give to Benson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pick up a 5 on that play. And they'll have 1st down.
And a Melbourne 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
It's Benson on the give. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At their 49-yard line.
Setting up a throw. Connects with Slayton. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. He finds Slayton. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now a give. It's Benson headed right. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come up first and 10. He'll look to throw. He's trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Benson now from the gun. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
It's now third down.
From the gun on third down. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Aubrey puts it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Desperados and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Smith in the pistol. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. This is ahead for about 5. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Offense to the line for second down. It's Harris on the option. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Harris once more. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Jalen Johnson with the stop. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Got to stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still first down.
So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Shotgun snap to Smith. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll give him a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Option headed to the left on first down. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Australia. The Desperados looking for a score before halftime. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Smith. Gets this one to Harris. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there. Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. And again, it's Smith. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone.
And it's caught. Touchdown! The Desperados get some late points and the lead. Drake London with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Desperados take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Caps and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. 2nd and 6 now. Able to get it to Benson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Throwing from the gun. Able to find Nakua here. And they make the tackle at the 38. That brings us to the break. The visiting Desperados holding an early advantage. Now we'll send you back across the Pacific to our Orlando studios. We've got Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report coming up.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio, where you see the final score there. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. C.J. Stroud leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Return coming from the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Desperados back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is Harris on second down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Across his body, and they make the interception. And the Caps are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Airing it out to start this drive. His pass caught by Nakua. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a first down.
That's good for A.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. This throw is cut. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on first and goal. Still 4 yards to go on second.
Brings up second and goal.
Looking for a throw here. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up third and goal. Back to throw. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Caps grab the lead on their first series of the half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Sanders all set to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. He's got Andrews. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And the start to his NFL career has been everything that they could have hoped for. He's really adjusted to the league quickly, and as a result, one of the contenders to be named Offensive Rookie of the Year. They give up the gut to Benson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
He'll throw it. Gets this to Slayton. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now on 4th down, it's Trenton Gill out to kick it away. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The visitors and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this 2nd half. 1st down, Smith to throw. Finds London on the slant. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Man in motion, headed right. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Smith on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Smith in the pistol. He's got Harris. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
First down from the red zone. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Desperados take a third-quarter lead. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. This offense ready to get going again now. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing it to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. The give now to Benson. He breaks a tackle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got Smith. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Handoff headed left to Benson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's their ball to begin the 4th, and though they trail, this game's still within reach. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They're throwing it. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Their offense ready to take the field now. And with where that punt stuck them, Bronk, this is going to be tough to repeat the touchdown from their last drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Marshall there to bring it in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Smith. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Reed's got it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That one gains 7. And it'll give him a first down. And again, it's Smith. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Hits him on the out route. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it, and he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Smith to the air now. He sends this one to the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. This finds Smith. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And this one doesn't go far. Third and just 2 to go. They'll try it right with Benson. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Andrews with the catch. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up first down. Harris gets it on the counter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throw reeled in by London. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running behind center with Harris. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute warning here in Melbourne. Desperados feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. 2nd down here, another get to Harris. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Trying to get in with the option here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Here he is to throw. He's got it to his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Gay's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Desperados are your winners as we say so long from Melbourne.
You can be the stars for me. You can be the stars for me. passion in